going on, Entertain? So I'm coming to y'all with another video, and we talking Baddies Africa. Yeah, I'm gonna be using intros like that for stuff that's not Baddies Go On related. Okay, y'all lucky y'all even got a new intro. Okay, before I get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Now, this episode was very much something. Okay, it did have me laughing. Okay, so the episode opens up with Russia and the girls packing. They're saying how they love Cape Town. And, you know, they love what they had in store for them and how they're so happy to go to Johannesburg. Now, once they get there, one thing Zeus does that I'll give them props, they always make sure to capture the buildings and the architecture of it all and the arts of it all, which I love. Because that freaking wide view and that sky view of Johannesburg was absolutely gorgeous. It's funny how they're able to get that, but when it comes to footage of the actual show, we don't get everything. But we get a 1 minute montage of the architecture of where they're at. But we can't get a scene left in that makes the storyline make sense. Okay? Then we get a black screen saying Scotland had a medical emergency, had to be taken to the hospital. I said, Scotty is at her confessional. She said it's chest pains and it was a little bit of anxiety. I'm not gonna lie. Zeus, y'all setting yourself up. Y'all could have just said Scotty had an emergency, had to go. Because to show her in the hospital, you know, you saw a little bit of a bruising, and y'all all know the rumors, alleged rumors, that were put out there between Scotty and Lemmy Pepper and everything. So it's like, I wouldn't have showed that. I feel like that was setting Zeus up. Like, y'all kind of set yourselves up, okay? Talking about this anxiety. Somebody watching me. It's my anxiety. Meanwhile, the viewers are thinking, somebody beating me. His name is Lemmy. It's Lemmy. Oh, his name is Lemmy. It's Lemmy. Allegedly. Okay? Like, that's what the viewers are thinking. I'm not gonna lie. So I wouldn't have included that, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. I'm going to let you keep living it up, not beating the allegations, like Jocelyn said. So the new big three, Ivory and Pretty Pierre, are one band. And they bring up the fact that, you know, Cold Killer did her big one by calling out Natalie. I don't agree. I still feel on the side with Nat because it's like the girls nowadays are too entitled. Like, Natalie's only one person. No shade. You like you made the cast. I'm not gonna lie to you. Do what you want with the show. You feel me? It's like all these girls going there and make a fool of themselves fighting at these auditions, and you were the lucky few that got picked. Be happy. I don't know what y'all want Natalie to do at this point. Like, and y'all know I don't like the bitch. So it's like for me to defend her, that's a lot. So what do y'all want her to do? Like roll red carpet at y'all feet? I mean, she can get to know them a little bit more, but it's like y'all end up just talking about her anyways after y'all leave the show. Let's keep it a buck. Now the other bus had Tavi, Lex, Dolly, Elsie. The moment I saw Lex in that fit, I said, "Oh my God, here we go with them glasses, not them glasses, with that little head wrap thing." And I saw Tavi baby in them glasses. I said, "There's the scene." Lex to me was very defensive on the bus. It gave very much she wasn't feeling Tavi at all, and she was sort of picking at Tavi. Because she was like, "Oh, I saw you off camera. You was kicking with Fauna. Like, are you friends with Fauna? Are you friends with Fauna?" Right? She was like, "I saw you put her to the side. Y'all was kicking and laughing." Now, I don't see how, to me, this is the worst thing ever because let's keep it a buck. The show is very much produced. A lot of y'all fighting for no reason. A lot of y'all beefs not really even that deep. Y'all don't know each other that well. A lot of y'all fighting just for storyline purposes. So if Tavi's weird, all of y'all weird. Including DCB. And y'all know I love DCB, but everybody weird. If y'all say she weird. Okay? I'm just saying. Y'all fight one day and y'all kiki the next day. So Lex is trying to make it seem as if like Tavi baby like picks and chooses, but to me it's like, to me she doesn't pick and choose because she fought Fauna and Fauna didn't do no work. She didn't do no work. What Dom said, you can't get no work with me. I can't get no work. Y'all remember what Dom told Tommy? I can never get no work. She didn't do no work with Tavi. She did it. In my opinion, like she tried, but like she didn't whoop Tavi whatsoever. So it's like, how is she picking and choosing? Now on the other bus, we have the other big three, and they asked Choco Brown what happened with K Rike. She was just like, I felt like I was being called out. She said, you, and you. So I'm like, why would you want to address me? I don't think that makes any type of sense at all. Okay? And Keriken, you have a missing tooth. She was a toothless fairy. She was a fairy. Yeah, yeah. She was a fairy. Yeah, yeah. On LCK daddy, on my daddy. I grabbed her, I beat her on her head. She was a fairy. Okay, you might as well have did the whole song Choco Brown. The timing is uncanny calling her a toothless fairy, okay? They kind of deaded the situation because Choco basically said, like, hey, it wasn't real beef. Like, it wasn't that deep for us to really get into it, okay? Now, Choco, though, it still wants to get it in with DTB. I still feel like Choco doing that to K Rika was, like, weird because clearly she wasn't talking about you because you just got there. So, like, once again, the girl's looking for storylines. So, like I said, if Tavi weird, everybody weird. Because clearly she wasn't talking to you. Because you literally got there like the day of or the day after, like, of that scene. Like, that was too much. Okay? So she's like, I still want to fight DTB. She called me out. She said she wants to fight me when we get to Johannesburg. I'm really looking forward to that. Okay? I'm really looking forward to beating her ass. Right? All the girls are like, okay, she don't want to keep fighting you. Like, why do you want to keep fighting her? Like, somebody gonna come behind her, right? Ivory. I feel like she has every right to want to keep fighting DTB because DTB did shut her eye. Like, I didn't realize her eye was still shut until they got off that bus. I'm like, oh my God, her eye is still shut. She was a pirate. Yeah. She was a pirate. Yeah. On my daddy, our mate, ER. Like, it was a pirate. Like, no shady. All she needed was the patch. So I think she has every right to fight DTB over and over again. Because, like, you snuck me and you shut my eye. So it's like, I'm going to shut your eye. Choco has every right. Like, she does. Lex told Tavi, meanwhile, they keep flashing back and forth, right? Lex telling Tavi, I feel like you've been picking and choosing. I feel like you've been picking and choosing. Like I said, I don't think Tavi's been picking and choosing at all. I feel like she runs all her fades, like the girls say, right? And, she, to me, hasn't ran away from anyone that has really challenged her. The only one I would say maybe she picked and choose on is Ivory. I feel like she could have hit Ivory for trying to hold her back while fighting K Rican, while fighting Co-Killer. That's why I feel like she could have got her. That's one person I feel like I guess she picked and choose from, if you want to say that, right? So Tavi's pissed. Mind you, she's living because the girls are coming at her, and Lace's coming with a lot of energy. She's like, yeah, I feel like you pick and choose. Like, that's what I feel like you do. Yeah, you know how Lex is. So Tavi's like, no, son, no. I don't pick and choose. I stand on business. I've been standing on business since I got here. Okay? I stand on more business than the Statue of Liberty. Okay? I stand on more business than her. That's what I'm talking about. I keep standing on business. So you bitches can't talk to me. I stand on all my business. And that's why I got my chain first, because I've been standing on business. Right? Dolly starts yelling. She like, don't say that about the chain, man, because I ain't get to my chain yet. You trying to diss me. Don't take from me about the chain. You dissing me about the chain, okay? DTB says she felt like Dolly was hating on Tavi because of the chain. I'll say this. I don't think Dolly cares about that chain like that. I really don't. She already called the chain mossy in the ass. Y'all know I can't pronounce it for nothing. See, that's how y'all know I don't buy no fake ass chains because I can't even pronounce it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think she cares about the chain because I think she thinks the chain is not worth as much as the girls are trying to claim it is. And I don't think she sees value in the chain. So I don't think she cares about the chain at all. I feel like Dolly cares more about the money she's making on Baddies than getting the chain. I will say that. Now, LCK the whole time, she's just like, oh my God, it's getting so hot in the bus. I could feel my blood boil. Like, it's so much heat on the bus. I'm like, LC, that's not from the bus. It's from your wig. Girl, y'all is in Johannesburg. Take it off. Take off the wig, LCK. That is why you're so much in heat, girl. The wig is covering your ears, your neck, it all. Okay, it's like a hat. That's why you feel so much heat. It has nothing to do with what's going on the base. Okay. Next thing you know, Tavi ends up getting up, right? So she's like, "Say, the girls came up to me. I don't pick and choose. So what are you talking about? What you talking about?" Now she's not doing that with her hands. But here comes Lex. So no, but you don't want no smoke with me. You went to them. You went to them though. Right? She did one of those. Lexi was dead ass wrong. Had Tavi did that to you, you would have socked her. Let's be real. You would have socked her dead in her ish. Had she did one of those, kapow. You know what I'm saying? You would have socked her dead in her ish. Okay? Let's go talk about, I talk with my hands. That's what I do. I talk with my hands. That's what I do. I'm like, you are not the deaf girl for Black Ink Crew. That's the only girl that could talk with her hands because she has an excuse.
Why you?
Don't put your fingers in my face. Like
I'm just saying, right? You can't. What Donna say? Talk with your inside hands. That's what you need to do, Lex. Like, I know some of y'all like the big three, but fair is fair, child. Had that rose been reversed, Tavi wouldn't have been able to do this one more time. It would have been a wrap for Tavi baby. So, like, let's be fair here. Let's really be fair. Okay? So, next thing you know, after she does that with the hands, Lex is like, you peace treated because you didn't want no smoke with me. You didn't want no pressure with me. You didn't want no pressure with me, though. Tavi's like, your word, what's up? She pops her. She threw the first punch. They get to going. Let me tell y'all something. That big Lex, you know how all of the girls are putting big in front of their names. I think Big Lex from Baddies, sorry the other Big Lex from now that's TV, she earns the big in her name. A lot of you girls shouldn't put big in your name. No shade. Lex is somebody that could put big in her name. You hear me? Because that bitch was punching with her eyes closed. She said, I'm like, oh my God. Like, her eyes was shut and she was knocking her in her ish. I was like, damn. That Lex is a monster. Like, she's a different breed. I'm telling y'all, La Cienega Boulevard ass comes from another community that we are just not aware of because it's like, wow, this girl is really, she ain't even opened out an eye, right? Dolly, you had to jump in. Especially in that enclosed ass space. But especially how Lex was getting her. Because Tavi can't give Lex no work. It's no shade. I like Tavi, baby, but you can't do nothing with Lex. You can't do nothing with Lex. You just cannot, okay? So Dolly ends up snatching Tavi's chain and ends up throwing a drink at her. You know what about the chains? Let me tell you who I got to blame. Smiley and Natalie. I'm going to tell you why. Smiley, because she started the whole snatcher chains with Mariah. And Natalie, because remember what you said to DTB, talking about I'm going to snatch your chain. You kept promoting the snatch of the chain stuff, telling people to snatch her chain and all that. Nunu got her chain snatched, and now then Tavi got her chain snatched. You need to lead by example, Miss Ma'ams. That is why these girls snatch your chains and stuff, because you was laughing and kicking about having random snatch DTB chain. And it ended up happening to a whole nother baddie. You should be ashamed of yourself, Natalie. So I blame her for doing this chain snatching. That was wrong of Dolly to do. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna still blame it now. I'm playing. No, that was wrong for Dolly to do that. She didn't have to snatch it because she already jumped in. So it's like now you doing the most. Like now you adding on top of it. Especially for Tavi, which is like the beef isn't even that deep, really. Like y'all to me have deeper beef with like the Faunas and the Cold Killers. What do y'all do with a Tavi baby? Okay, it seems like the girls just can't take Tavi baby at this point, right? Now, meanwhile, on the other bus, they talking about how Tavi baby deserves the chain. Meanwhile, whole time the chain broken. Tavi on the other bus rightfully gets her lick back on Dolly. Okay, Dolly don't turn her. I don't know why you turn around, Dolly. How you gonna sneak somebody, jump somebody, take their chain, and you gonna turn your head around? She had every right to get you, Dolly. She snuck Dolly. Dolly done took a strobe light, bitch. She done took a strobe light and starts playing Star Wars. Okay? All Dolly was missing was the two buns like the bitch Layla. I'm telling you, but she got in her confessionals with the 2 gold cones. Like, that's all they was missing. The whole time LCK, all the girls, they start dunking. They start dunking because they don't want to get shocked or they don't want to get burned by the strobe light. Because them strobe lights, you guys, they are nothing to play with. Like, they're hot. Especially if they're being used like for a long period of time. Them strobe lights will get you. So I hope you ain't get no burns, and that's why you was high. Your forehead was like this, Tavi baby. Hopefully that was like a lump, because it's better for it to be a lump than a burn. I'm not gonna lie, because the lump gonna at least heal the burn. It may leave a mark. It may leave a mark. Okay. Dolly and Lacey to me are like bees, because they start smiling and laughing when they squabbling. Like they just keep smiling and laughing as if they're like playing a game. Okay. But this is what's wrong with Baddies, is the clique mentality. And that's why I disagree with Rolly, because y'all keep encouraging these girls to click up and group up, and that's why these jumpings be happening. Everybody got to be in a trio. Everybody got to be in a duo. What is this, Dance Moms? Can somebody do a fucking grand jeté, bitch? Can somebody do a plie? You know what I'm saying? A backflip? A round hand back spring? Tavi did that. Let me stop. Rolly did tell Dolly to not jump in. My whole thing is, Rolly, you mad at LCK and Russia not jumping in. Why didn't you jump in? You calling Tavi Bae by her government name, Octavia. I said, I know Octavia Spencer ain't on Baddies. Whole time it's Tavi, baby. So my whole thing is, you need to lead by example. You should have socked Dolly in her ish. It kind of looked like from the episode, because I watched it a little bit over and over again just to, I don't miss nothing, because y'all calling me off and missing stuff. It looked like she was trying to like at least pull or punch Dolly, something to that effect. But to me, it wasn't doing enough for all that crap you was giving LCK from Zimbabwe and Russian Cream. You needed to lead by example. You should have socked Dolly right at her ish harder multiple times if you wanted, to protect Tavi Baby that bad, and you felt that, hard on protecting Tavi Baby. Okay, so they pull up to the Baddies hotel, and Rolly comes out of there mad as hell, talking about, man, they beating on me. Okay, she starts telling all the girls see that happen on the bus. Next thing you know, the other bus comes, right? And they start dragging Dolly off the bus. She done took her shirt off. Tata's just out in Johannesburg. My whole thing is, in Africa, they don't have government officials just going around. Because they could have picked you up, Dolly. Okay? They don't know if y'all out here doing traffic on. Like, you got to be real careful out here, Dolly. You can't just be doing stuff like that like y'all do in the country. You know what I'm saying? Tata's just out like that. Who knows if, they didn't know that you was abducted, girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just got your Tata's just out in the streets like that. Like, god damn. Okay? So, next thing you know, Dolly ends up sneaking Tavi near the bus. She bob. They're going against the bus. They're going against the bus. Then we get Lex versus Tavi. Oh my god. Lex parked Tavi, baby. See, this is the front hand back spring thing I was talking about. She parked her. She had her on her knees. I said, wow. Karika said she needs some milk. Tavi baby needs some new Asics or some fresh New Balances. I think that'll be a little more beneficial, because then she might not go over. You only really need milk if you get knocked the hell out. She got parked. So we're going to give her some Asics for some good balance and some New Balances for some support. Okay? What was funny to me was DTB's reaction. She's talking about, whoa, 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 oh my God, whoa. That happens. DTB, if I was Tabby, you would have to catch the fade just for you saying all that. I'm sorry, because you're doing too much. This is not boxing, babe. Why are you reacting like you got a bet placed on the Lex or Tavi? Talking about, whoa, 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 oh my God. Girl, that's how they was reacting when Siki not ill there 2000. It was funny nonetheless, I'm not gonna lie. Second round, Tavi did a little bit better, but Big Lex and her go-go gadget arms, you can't do nothing with her. Because by the time you try to punch, she already done got 2 punches on your face. Because the arms are already at your face. They're already at your eyes. They're already at your cheek. They're already at your chin. By the time you try, it's like boop. It's too late. It's too late. You know what I'm saying? Now Rolly ends up calling out Russian right there. She's like, oh, Natalie, they need to go home. Russian and LCK. My whole thing is, why would LCK jump in when they beefing right now? I get it would be the right thing to do just off the strength of you helped me out. You was watching out for me, even though I don't like you. But it's like, y'all they beefing mad hard right now. So for Rolly to put it so much on LCK, like, oh, you should have jumped in, like that to me is crazy. Why didn't you jump in and really beat the hell out of Dolly for jumping after you told her not to jump? That's my whole thing. You could have easily jumped in for real. Now try to break it up and get in the melee and get hit. Because we know how the damage you could do, Rolly. Let's not lie. You feel me? And you know, do your big one to help Tavi baby. Or in your words, Octavia. You on a first name basis with her, and you didn't help her. I never heard LCK from Zimbabwe call her Octavia. All I heard was Tavi baby. I never hear her say Octavia. I don't hear that. Okay? And to me, Russian is injured. I feel like if anybody, Russian should have jumped in. I get her excuse for being injured, but if anything, it would be her that would jump in because her and Tavi are cool. So off the strength of that, because they've seemed the most closest throughout the episodes, Russian should have jumped in. If anything. But her excuse was she was injured. And her arm literally is wrapped up. So you got to get after her. Next thing you know, Dolly and Tavi fight. To me, this fight was even. I felt like it was a hard tie. They was both swinging for their life. You know how RuPaul said, lip sync for your life. On Baddies, they swing for their lives. Because it was like a dance. Okay? They keep going and stuff. Dolly came out that fight looking like a little boy. Okay? You know how Fly Now said, ooh, I feel like a little boy when she said on that episode of Sauce with Your Baddie. That's how Dolly came out that fight. I'm talking about a straight little boy. I said, damn, Dolly. Y'all took her right back to the streets of Mississippi. I'm talking about mouth bloody. It was giving gore. She looked straight out of a Halloween movie. Okay? Say what you want about Tavi, but you can never say after this that she picks and chooses. Because I didn't see a pick and I didn't see a choose. I saw her run a face. Okay? I'm just saying. Now, Natalie's like, oh my God, the chain, like, come on. The chain thing is so dumb because let's keep it a buck. The reason for giving away the chains now are so dumb. Like, one time it'll be because they stood on business. One time it's because they're the definition of a baddie. It's never the same reason, which makes the purpose of the chain super dumb. So that's how I feel about it. Okay? Next thing you know, DTB calls out Choco for a fight. Natalie thought it was her. You know damn well you ain't getting on no paint, Natalie. I don't know why you over here trying to fool people. Trying to act like you was about to fight. Girl, bye. Now, DTB should have ran over there and took your purse, which you trying to put it down. Should have took your purse and took all them cars up out there. Literally. Okay? Them coaching lessons from Big Ivory, they're working. Okay? DTB is getting better. She's getting back to her old self. Okay? Her not STV squabble deja vu days. Okay? That first round, to me, I felt like DTB was doing her big one, okay? And then they go for a second round, and to me, that was a little bit of a tie, but DTB was still, to me, overpowering Choco, right? It was Ivory keep whispering in her ear like a boxing match. See, Ivory, if you're going to break up a fight, that's how you're going to do it on Baddies. Don't be trying to break up the other girl and hold the other girl back. Like you did at DC. Let the security grab the other girl, and you grab your girl. That's what you did, okay? It was still annoying to watch her playing security, though. Like, y'all really need to stop that. Like, I'm just saying, because it's like you're not security. Like, you're not security. It's to the point where Ivory knows she not right for doing all that security stuff because when they enter the house and they start looking for rooms, Ivory stands at the bottom of the stairs and lets the other girls go first. Because I guess she don't want to get snuck. I'm like, yeah. The house, by the way, looked absolutely amazing. This is one of the best houses Baddies ever had. One of the best houses. Like, it looks so freaking nice, okay? So, the house is getting, the tour. They showing all the rooms and stuff like that. And then we see Dolly back, and she had a bandage on her nose, giving Rudolph. You know it wouldn't be Dolly without an injury. She the one that always need the milk. If we're gonna be correct, K Rican, we're gonna get a milk to Dolly because Dolly gonna break a bone, break some skin, rupture a spleen. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gonna get an injury. So she had a little bandage around her nose. She like, welcome to Africa. She's all happy and stuff, getting in her room. And Russian is looking for her room, and she did not see it for some reason. It didn't look like she didn't find a room. It looked like she had to end up sleeping in bed with somebody. Like, she was looking for a room. She was looking for a room. Tavi is up getting her room, and she's livid. She's like, yo, I'm being targeted for storyline, Natalie. This is crazy. You got me. They bugging, son. They bugging. They trying to target me for a storyline? That's what they talking about. That's what she want to fight. The bitch ain't got no beef with me. It's crazy. Because me, I'm not going to want to sleep. I'm going to want to fight. Mind you, she got the whole thing on her hair like this. She like, I want to fight, yo. It's crazy. Y'all, this is not the battery pack that Erica used on Religy. It's another one that Erica let me borrow. So Rolly is a confronting LCK. LCK, y'all. LCK said, what are you talking about, Rolly? I did try to break it up. Dolly punched you in my left eye. I can't even see on my eye right now. Like, what? What are you talking about? Rolly's like, so what are you talking? What do you mean? She got there and got jumped and you didn't do nothing to her. You didn't even help her. You just stood there when she helped you out. That's the type of girl you are. I see that with you, LCK. LCK's like, that's fine. That's fine. Like, I don't care. I helped her. So she's just in shock that Rolly's clocking her. It was just funny because like LCK looked like she done got put through the ringer and we didn't even see her get hit. But she looked like she got hit. Then she moves on. Rolly goes on the Defend Octavia tour. She goes to Russian. Russian to me is a little weird because, like I said, she is the only one that really should have jumped in. Now, she says she doesn't like the fact that Tavi Baby talks to the girl she fights off camera. I do see her point when it comes to that because it's like, you're not real, meaning that you are only beefing with them on camera and then off camera you're haha kikiing. So I see her point when it comes to that. I do see her point because it would make me question you, like, why are you fighting them then if you're gonna laugh and haha kiki with them off camera? So Russian has a good point. Russian does have a really good point, okay? But it still look effed up when you let her get jumped like that and y'all was kikiing and haha and then like y'all was like, y'all look very tight, at least from what we see on the show. We don't see everything, but they look pretty close for the most part. So it's sort of like, right? Right. Chop. Ooh, you saw her get knocked out. You saw Tommy Baby get knocked out. Ooh, you chocolate thinking about it. Anyway, yeah, like it would be like it did look crazy. It did look crazy. Okay, but once again, I still feel like Rolly should have jumped in. Now Natalie's talking to them, right? Talking to Russia. My whole thing is this is what pissed me off when Natalie said, you got to do it strategically. You can't stand alone. What is this, Big Brother Survivor? Like, what the fuck? Like, oh my God. Now there's a precedent with baddies. You got to have a clique. You can't come up in there alone. You got to find a girl. You got to find a good home girl. You got to find, two girls to get with. Like, I think DTB realized she can't be running squabbles on her own and can't stay by herself. That's why she got cool with Pretty P and Big Ivory. Because she like, okay, we playing cliques and duos and triplets and quadruplets and quartets. That's what we're gonna do. And that's the baddies precedent now. Now, Tavi Baby ends up coming in. Before that, we see a bank robber. I'm like, who the hell is robbing the baddie's house in Africa? Child, whole time is Choco Brown. She comes in, she's just like, I don't even wear ski mask. I don't even know how to ski. But I wear ski mask and I do black ice. So she's standing with the ski mask on. Rush is like, what the hell you got that on? Tavi Baby's like, come in the other room. Come talk to me, son. Come here, son. So they talking in the room. And Rush is like, I don't like the fact that you talk to LCK off camera, but you say you don't mess with LCK. So Tavi Baby's like, LCK came to me first, right? So she keeps, I guess, interrupting Rush. And Rush is like, I'm not gonna talk, man. She ends up walking out. Rush Tavi Baby kind of grabs her like, yo, let's talk. Let me tell y'all something. That Tavi Baby, she straight bully. She straight bully, okay? And I mean that in a nice way, in a good way. She straight bully these girls. Tavi Baby is one to watch for. She's very underrated, y'all. Tavi Baby's one to watch for. So y'all, after that happens, Tavi Baby ends up throwing the ice pack used to heal her forehead, ends up throwing it at damn Russia. Russia's like, oh, you missed. She gonna get you, girl. She gonna get you. Now they're gonna do a talent show. Bad black bitch, black bitch. She's a black bitch. We black bitch. Okay. I gotta do an intro like that. Anyways, they're doing the talent show or whatever, and next thing you know, we get a scene, the girls all screaming. Now, what apparently happened was the new girls started getting their glam before the OGs. My whole thing is, Dolly said that last season the new girls got no glam. Why are the new girls not getting any glam last year? No wonder Summer had to keep getting her wigs redone with that pink rusted bob. That to me is what I found more of an issue with. Why the girls last season didn't get no glam that were new? That's wrong. So y'all really use the hell out of Dolly if we're gonna keep it a buck. Y'all cast her knowing damn well that bitch do hair, knowing she could do half the girls' hair last season, because y'all didn't bring no damn glam for the girls, the new girls last season. So that's what it's really giving. Did y'all clock that? Okay. I do feel like it was petty on Dolly's end, especially with her hair. Fonda's hair looked like it was almost done. Like it looked like it was dead ass almost done. So that was some hating that shit that she did. Okay, that was some hating that shit. But I feel like her temples was already flared after what happened that whole day. So I think that's why she reacted the way she did, but it was still some hating that shit. I will say though, I put this a lot on Zeus because it's like, why don't y'all have enough glam for all of the girls? Money's never an issue with y'all. Y'all ride PJs. Okay, y'all go out the country. Why don't y'all have more than one hairstylist? I mean, my God, they don't charge that much. They don't charge, out of the country fee. Like, it's like, the fuck? That's all I'm saying. And y'all couldn't find no, Johannesburg hair and makeup stylists and stuff like that, so the girls wouldn't have to do that. And what Fauna said was 100% right, because Natalie heard Dolly's story and immediately ran with it. She didn't go to them and ask. She really went to them and told them what Dolly told her and basically tried to check Fauna, and low-key tried to instigate. I'm not gonna lie, Fauna, you had every right to sock Natalie in her mouth. They shade. I wouldn't have been mad at it. Just pop her, because it's like you already irritate me, and I just got to be sprayed at my head, and you trying to question what I did, and I just got to be right to my forehead. You're getting hit. Dolly had not Dolly, but Fauna had every right to really get you, Natalie. Okay, because this is why Cole killing and making them complaints, because you're automatically siding with the OGs. Instead of getting to know the new girls and getting to get their side of the story on stuff, you just siding with the OG girls. So I get why they frustrated. She ends up, telling them that, at the end of the day, the OGs and stuff gonna have to go first because the new girls last season, they didn't have no glam at all, which is crazy. So after she heard Fauna and them side, that's when she went back to Dolly and basically was telling them what they were saying and telling her to basically get ready for like the talent show and everything. So then we get a scene of Fauna still yelling at Dolly mad. Dolly talking about, why you still mad? I would have been mad too, bitch. Imagine you get your hair cut or something and somebody interrupted getting an argument with you and you can't finish getting your hair done. I would have been livid. So Dolly, don't act stupid now, okay? They get to the damn talent show and Natalie's giving away $5,000, okay? All of a sudden they want to have a talent show after Mean Girls. I clocked that. So a first girl that goes up, you guys, is Choco. Okay, black bitch, black bitch. I'm that bitch. She's a black bitch. She's a bad bitch. She's a black bitch. Okay, she gives us her rendition of black bitch. Okay, she did what she could. Next person who goes is K. Ricka. Let me tell y'all, Russian, you are a shady whore. It was Russian's face. Karika talking about, men talking about that, then talking about that thing. Then you talking about that thing, then you talking about that thing. Niggas be talking about that thing, and they're shaking their ass back, and they shaking that bag, they be shaking that ass back. Russian looking like, Russian, you on the wrong show. Russian belong in the cabaret. That's why she's sort of odd on this show. We saw her on the auditions. I done seen the clips y'all sent me. Shake her twat and I want her in the cabaret. She gives more cabaret vibes. Like she's more of a talker, not really a fighter. She gives cabaret vibes. Next goes Rolly. Rolly does what she does best: put food in her mouth. So she deep throats the banana. Of course she eat it good. Everybody knows not rumor, but the theory of the big girls that like that could eat it up. They shade. So it's like not surprised. Rolly, this was your time to rap though. You are a rapper, right? Diamond goes next, and let me tell y'all, this is why I love Diamond. She did a poetry version of Line It Up. She goes, bitches wanna fight, line that up. I'll fight every one of you hoes. Line Nash up. Like, this is why you love DTB, because it's like, she funny. She's creative, okay? If you're going to be an artist, of any kind, whether it be content creation, rapper, music, whatever, you got to be creative. If you're not, babes, this ain't the industry for you, Bookie Bat. Like, it's just not. So I feel like DTB deserves a 5K, okay? Now, she had a ski mask on. Shoko Brown talking about, I think that was shit for me, but I could not see out of my eyes. So the bitch wasn't talking to me. I'm like, yeah, she was. Because that was like random. She didn't even, I don't even think had a ski mask on the Line It Up video. She was trying to be funny. So Cold Killer goes next. I thought she was going to give us the whoosh. I thought she was going to do one of those. But nah, she do her Bad Bitch Party song, which I'm not a big fan of that song. Not even DTB's version with Tinkerbella. Like, it's not like a song like, yay, like, I'm sorry. It gives a little elementary beat wise. So she starts rapping. Apparently they didn't get this. They playing with Cold Killer. I hope you know that Zeus is playing with you, girl. Because why can they ever get the song to play when it's time to play? They did it in the club, and now they're doing it again at the talent show. DTB starts being funny, starts saying, this is not a baddie party, you cannot get in. We're my baddie friend. They start going back and forth. It was so funny. I'm sorry, it was funny to me. So at the end of it, Cold Killer's like, yeah, Cold Killer ho. I'm sorry, Cold Killer. It's always gonna be Rory ho. And this my show, and that's for show. It's always gonna be Rory ho. You could try, but it's gonna be Rory ho. And I don't even like Rory like that, but it just sounds better. Okay. I do feel like she did. She was one of the best because she had a lot of energy behind it, emphasis behind it. This is an artist that really believes in herself. Rolly, take notes. Because why the hell you going up there deep throwing the banana? You a whole rapper. Hello? So shout out to Cold Killer. Got to give you your 10s because at the end of the day, technical difficulties still didn't stop your confidence. It still didn't stop you from going. Okay? Now, they started debating on who dropped the song first. Cold Killer did drop the song first. Like her or not, she did drop the song first. She's dropped the sampled song because that song is a sample, but she dropped it first before DTB or Tinka. Now, Tinka, Tinka, you are pregnant. Girl, you should be having your feet up because it's swollen. Why are you beefing on Baddies? Tinka is so pathetic to me. It's just like, girl, like you are still in motherly, maternity, a headspace. Why are you arguing on FaceTime on Baddies? Like, come on. It just don't make no sense to me. Like, she gonna fly off of Baddies the day after she give birth. It's gonna be crazy. Let me know what y'all think down below about this episode. And Rob Babies.
No personal thing.